Before we begin, we'll take 10 seconds for you to take pictures of us, because we know you all want them. Okay. Oh, one more. We're here today to reflect on the past years of our high school, predict our bright futures, and hopefully reduce you all to tears. We'd like to start by saying this is a huge, huge honor for you to be sitting here listening to us. As you can tell, we are obviously not your traditional valedictorians. Honestly, we were picked because we're funny, and we're not even that funny, we're just obnoxious, but so charming. We'd like to be able to give wisdom about the future, but the truth is, my fellow valedictorian and I are both 17 and still laugh at fart jokes. Honestly, we're terrified. We have no job experience, no useful skills, unless you count the art of passing English without reading any of the books. Sorry, Miss Campbell. Neither of us can sit still or stay quiet for more than 7 minutes and 36 seconds. We put the fun in fundamentally incapable and the can and cannot do most simple tasks. However, since we're here now, we'll try our best to give you what you want. Now, we know you all want to hear about how great our time here was and funny stories about each person. But since myself and Nick are terrible at being sentimental, we've decided to do this speech our own way.
It's hard to put into words what Lambert School has been to us. Besides a place to worship the almighty Mr. Noble every day, and to hear, "Put down your hood, Mark." Oh, sorry, I mean Nick, which gets old after hearing it multiple times a day every week. School is where we learn math, English, and most of history. By most, I mean fighting the urge of falling asleep from Mr. Blair's soft voice. Seeing your homeroom teacher every day that looks younger than most of the high school and is always happy, that makes us students even more upset to be at school. As soon as we walk into school, we have to think, why is Miss O'Keefe happy to be here? But at the end of it all, this is the place where we've all grown up and spent the last 12 years together every day. If people decide to show up. Every person in the class misses at least one day of school a week. It's just the way we work. We all show up to school with all 8 of us. Right? Every teacher is amazed and says something along the lines of, "Wow, you're all here today."
However, this school has served more purpose than to torture, educate us all. It's been a constant in our lives, something that no one will physically miss, but the familiarity and security that we will all wish to have back. So when we're looking back on things to remind everyone about embarrassing haircuts, or when 60% of the class had braces, we realize that EGLS has been the only thing that stayed the same. As we continue to grow up, let's try to remember each other as we are now. Not at that awkward stage in grade 8 that some of us may still be in. We'd like to truly thank you all for being the best classmates and friends we could ever ask for the last 12 years of our lives. We've all now gone through high school, which is not an easy task, but we got through it together. And for the times that we feel most homesick, I'd like to remind you all what that hottie on One Tree Hill once said. Yeah, it's hard when you miss people, but you know.